Virginia Bowman here with Synergetic Media with Color Theory Myths Debunked number 5. There are no, wait for it, primary pigments. That's right, there are no 3 pigments that can truly be considered primary. What? I've been lying to you? Well, not lying, just oversimplifying. What is a primary pigment? We've defined it a couple of times. It's one that can't be mixed, but it itself is used with the other primaries to mix all the colors the eye can see. No 3 pigments have ever been found that can mix all the colors the eye can see. However, the 3 pigments that can mix the most combination of colors are magenta, cyan, and yellow. Those 3 colors, magenta, cyan, and yellow, can mix a very wide variety of colors, but we can see and perceive even more colors than that. The range of colors that can be produced is called a gamut. So the colors that you can produce on your monitor is one gamut, it's one range of colors. The colors that can be produced by cyan, magenta, and yellow is another gamut, it's a smaller range of colors. If you've ever taken a look inside of a printer, it has magenta, cyan, yellow, and black. So another feature of primary colors is they should mix together to create pure black. But if you mix magenta, cyan, and yellow, you get something very close to black, but it's not actually pure black. Thus, we add black into the printer. Those of you who know prints, you may also be aware that your prints never quite turn out how they look like on the monitor. How many of you have noticed that? Colors that you can see on your monitor, you go to print, well, they're just not there anymore. It's because we have more of a range with light color than we do with printed color. Another way that we can extend the range of color, otherwise known as a gamut, is by adding additional inks. Some of you may be aware that certain printers have more than cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. They include colors like orange or violet to extend the gamut and print a wider range of colors. In fact, here at Synergetic Media, we have an Epson printer with 11 colors that produces a much wider gamut and beautiful, vibrant colors. One of the things I like to say is all we see is light. We don't see pigment, we don't rub our eyes on pigment. What we see is light entering our eyes. So remember that pigment is one removed from light. The pigment that we see is the wavelengths of light that are bounced back from a material while the other wavelengths are absorbed. There are 3 primary colors, and there are 3 primary light colors. The 3 primary light colors are red, blue, and green. And those are the 3 colors of light shining from your display devices, like your monitor or your cell phone or your tablet. So in conclusion, for episode 5 of Color Theory Myths Debunked, we saw that there are no true primary pigment colors, but we took a good look at primary light colors. We saw how the primary light colors are red, green, and blue, and how they interacted with each other to form all of the other colors the eye can see. Pigment primaries still elude us. One day we may develop colors intense enough to really capture the full range of colors the eye can see with pigments, but for right now, we'll continue to call cyan, magenta, and yellow primary colors. All of this is good information for the artist or technician creating images with color, whether they're printed or stay digital. And that's a wrap for our 5th edition of Color Theory Myths Debunked. Stay tuned for our 6th and final edition of my personal favorite, This Ain't Your Grandma's Color Wheel. Virginia Bowman signing off.